Welcome to Herman Brothers Field. It's game 34 of the regular season. Things are going down to the wire. I'm Kaden Bessent with my partner, Ben Cameron. It's the Anchorage Glacier Pilots and your Matsu Miners for the final time this season with just one more day left in the regular season for your Miners. But yesterday, they got a win over the Chinooks in that doubleheader. They clinched their spot in the top of the World Championship. Now, seed number 2, or the second spot, let's say, super complicated. It's really confusing, but we know that the Miners are in regardless. But now they play the Anchorage Glacier Pilots, and it's really just 9 innings of more baseball that could potentially just wear these guys down even more.
Yeah, I mean, it's a bunch of different possibilities, but if the Miners want to host the top of the World Championship right here in Palmer, they're going to have to win out, beat the Pilots, and then the Bucks tomorrow. And then yesterday, too, against the Chinooks, it's in a situation they have 2 chances for win and you're in. They fell in the first game. Offense wasn't there at all. And the Chinooks offense was pretty solid, just scraping across 1 or 2 runs pretty much every inning. And then they bounced back in the second game, strong pitching, and then hitting did their job. And, hey, they clinched. Really good feeling. Everyone was excited after the game. And so now I guess they're just looking for the 1 seed. They got to keep it pushing.
Yeah, and I talked to head coach Tyler LeBrun earlier today, and he said, I'm not too worried about the 1 seed because I do know that we're in, right? We'll take anybody, anywhere, anytime, any place. So for the Miners, you're going to see Bumpy Van Meter getting the start on the mound. His first of the season and likely his last appearance as a Matsu Miner. He's going to go home early before the top of the World Championship. And 4 out of the 5 arms in the bullpen are position players. So it could be similar to just a couple days ago. Miners want to rest their guys before the top of the World Championship. Have your best ready to go win a chip.
Yeah, no, absolutely. So for Van Meter, his goal here, because the last time these 2 sides played, we saw a masterclass from 2 position players, Spooner and Godfrey. And so for Van Meter, just fill up the zone. Let's just see how it rolls or plays out. And if they lose, I mean, they're still in. I mean, LeBron kind of wasn't too worried about that. But if they do want to host, yeah, they want to win here today. I guess we're kind of just seeing how it plays out, and we're fine with whatever.
Yeah, the only other game going on today, the Bucks at the Chinooks. That one has a lot of stakes. The Chinooks have to win to stay alive, and then other than that, it gets really complicated. We'll follow that all day long, along with our game. It's 9 innings of the Pilots and your Matsu Miners coming up right after this.
Batting second out of Lake Lotawana, Missouri, and Central Missouri, the DH number 4, Will Godfrey. Batting third out of Mona, Utah, and BYU, shortstop number 11, Austin Park. In the cleanup spot out of Horseshoe Bay, Texas, and Temple, JC, third baseman number 29, Kenyon Millar. Batting fifth out of Tigard, Oregon, and the University of Washington, left fielder number 30, Alexander Pearson. Batting sixth out of Horseshoe Bay, Texas, and Temple, JC, center fielder number 1, Cash Millar. Batting seventh out of Honolulu, Hawaii, and most recently out of Kaiser High School in Honolulu, your catcher number 22, Hazen Inoue. Batting eighth out of Highland, California, and Cal Baptist, second baseman number 7, Diesel Toth. And batting ninth for your Miners out of Wakarusa, Kansas, and the University of Nebraska, First baseman number 28, Cooper Grace. On the mound for your Miners out of Petersburg, West Virginia, and the University of Charleston in West Virginia, number 27, Bumpy Van Meter. And the rest of your Miners, please welcome their coaching staff, head coach Tyler LeBrun, his assistants Jackson Jarvis, Ben Terwilliger, and Spencer Henson. At this time, ladies and gentlemen, we ask you to please rise if you are able. Remove your head cover, face the flag behind the center field fence as we honor America with the singing of our national anthem by Fronteras music teacher, Alexis Brown.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red flame, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
Outstanding. Thank you, Alexis Brown. And now, here on Big Valley Bingo in Center of Captain Tilton Day at the Park, our first
Welcome to Herman Brothers Field. It's Matsu Miners Baseball, game 34 of the regular season. Just one day left after this. I'm Kaden Bessent with my partner, Ben Cameron, and we get 9 innings of baseball. A lot of doubleheaders as of late. 9 innings feels a little unusual, but alas, we play on.
Yeah, we do. In recent memory, the only other 9-inning game, or at least it was supposed to be, was against these Pilots. It didn't, go 9 innings, but yeah, it feels a little unusual. So we'll see if maybe it feels extra long or maybe it's quicker. Who knows?
This game doesn't actually mean a whole lot for the Miners. They have already clinched their spot in the top of the World Championship, but you want to win to improve your chances of being the 1 seed and potentially hosting that top of the World Championship. The number 1 seed is still up for grabs. Miners are just at least going to be one of the 2 teams, and then the 2 seed, like we said in the pregame, it gets very complicated. We'll dive into that later throughout the ball game, but starting pitcher for your Matsu Miners is Bumpy Van Meter, the Southpaw Jr. from Petersburg, West Virginia, playing out of the University of Charleston in West Virginia. He's getting his first start of the season, only going to be his 3rd appearance on the year. He joined us just about a couple of weeks ago, and he faces the last place Anchorage Glacier Pilots in the final meeting between these two of the season. Let's look at that Pilots lineup. Leading off in right field, Jack Heron. Hitting second, the second baseman, Peyton Allen. Hitting third, the center fielder, Cooper Kunis. Hitting cleanup, the third baseman, Edison Polanco. Hitting fifth, the left fielder, Jake Haruki. Hitting sixth at catcher, Logan Strong. Hitting seventh, the shortstop, Davis Weeks. Hitting eighth, the DH, Landon Martindale. Rounding out the order at first base is Gunnar Mountcastle. So Van Meter will see Caron, Allen, and Kunis to lead us off here. 9 innings of baseball left ahead. And well, let's just say the Miners, they're really looking for a win here. Expecting the Bats to do what they did 2 days ago against the Pilots, score 13 runs, maybe get out of here in 7 innings. And, well, considering the Pilots, I believe now instead of 15 are down to 13 guys, you kind of have a good chance to do that when a team is just thin on depth.
I mean, yeah, these are the 2 smallest teams in the ABL, 19 and 13 guys. 13. This isn't an NBA roster. This is a baseball roster. And there's a reason Mountcastle hitting 9th at first. He's a pitcher, but he played first in that game a couple days ago, and now he's playing first again. They're kind of, in dire need of players, but, their season's basically over.
So Jack Heron, the right fielder, will dig in to lead us off against Bumby Van Meter. Mentioned this only his third appearance of the summer. He's only thrown 3 innings across his first 2 appearances. Van Meter deals. There's strike 1. We are underway. And for your umpires on the day, behind the dish, we've got Jesse Segura, and over our one field umpire, that's Ethan McCraney. 2-man crew once again, same as yesterday. Van Meter misses outside on the 0-1.
And for Van Meter, right, not going to be an explosive offense he's facing. Your goal is just to fill up the zone and get as many quick outs as possible.
They're going to need that 100%. 1-1. Breaking ball, clips the outside corner for strike 2. For Karen, the freshman hitting just 120 on the season. Tough summer for him. Smaller sample size of work that he's had. Breaking ball called, strike 3. Just like that, we're underway with the backwards K for Van Meter.
There you go, and he got that, filling up that zone, and I think Caron's waiting for a fastball at any point, but he just keeps it slow on him.
So, with 1 away here, top of the first, Peyton Allen digs in for the Glacier Pilots. Another one of those guys that hadn't played much. He's not really a fielder. The Pilots have no other choice. Strike 1 on the inner half.
Oh, is he a pitcher too?
I believe so.
I skipped over him. Yeah, I thought it was just Mountcastle.
Peyton Allen listed as a pitcher. 100%. That's how thin they are. Pilots are trying to finish their season, though, just regardless, as Van Meter misses outside. It's 1-1.
I mean, actually, too, there's been some schedule difficulties, and the Pilots were saying they might actually want to play that final 36 game with the Miners after the Bucks, I think.
1-1 for strike 2. Yeah. So the Miners this morning were told that they were playing a doubleheader. LeBron said, no, not going to happen. We're not going to play a doubleheader today. Our guys do not want another 14 innings. You don't want to play 28 in 2 days. As this one's going to be skied in the air, foul ground. Cooper Grace, giving chase. So you're seeing Canyon. We got Cooper Grace at first base today. Canyon Millar's over at third. And sure, why not for the defense in the middle infield. Austin Park at short. Diesel Toth at second. Hazen Enoy behind the dish, left to right in the outfield. We got Alex Pearson in left. Cash Millar in center. Jackson Babcock in right. But the Miners said, no, we're not going to play that makeup game against the Pilots. We don't need to. We've already clinched our spot. 1-2, just above the zone for ball 2.
I mean, I think it's don't even get me started. I think that's
Silly.
You don't have to play that game. No, I wasn't going to say it. I can't say it on air.
Silly. It's silly.
Silly.
Called strike 3. Back-to-back backwards K for Van Meter, and there's 2 down.
You're out of it, right? Your whole season was a wash, right, from almost the get-go, respectfully. And
Number 14, Cooper Kunis.
I mean, like, why? You're down to 13 guys, and you're wanting to play an extra game just to maybe get the forfeit and add a win? I mean, what does that do for you? Nothing. And if anything, you think they might not like the Bucks at all. I don't know why they try to help them out. You don't know.
Cooper Kunis takes ball 1, 3-0 hitter in center field today. One of the guys actually has the most at-bats recorded of everyone left on this Pilots roster. Air strike 1 evens up the count. And yeah, the Miners and Coach LeBrun specifically, right, they know that they're in. Would it be awesome to host the top of the world championship? Yes. How badly do they want to host? And just trying to do that, risk injuring their guys. Is ground ball over to Gray, steps on the bag, and Kunis is retired.
They don't want to hurt their guys.
Exactly. So, we're through top of the first, 3 up, 3 down. Van Meter sets the Pilots down in order. We go to the bottom of the first. All right, bottom of the first. The Pilots pitcher for this afternoon is Gavin Parch, making his 5th appearance on the season, but his first start. Pilots are down to a very low number of pitchers for Parch. He's only thrown 5 2/3 this summer, giving up 12 runs, 11 of those earned on 9 hits, 6 walks to 2 strikeouts, ERA just above 17. They're just putting all their chips on the table of what they have left. It's about time for them to leave the table, but they're not going to go down without putting everything in the middle.
Yeah, I guess dudes are up here to get some at-bats, throw some innings, and so they're going to do that to the best of their ability, no matter how bad they're looking. So can't expect them to just give it to you, but offense going to have to come to play.
And for the Miners, let's look at that lineup. Leading off in right field, Jackson Babcock hitting second, the DH. Will Godfrey hitting third at short. Austin Park hitting cleanup at third base. Canyon Millar hitting fifth, the left fielder, Alex Pearson. Hitting sixth, the center fielder, Cash Millar. Hitting seventh, the catcher, Hazen Enoy. Hitting eighth at second base, Diesel Toth. And hitting ninth at first base, Cooper Grace. So Babcock, Godfrey, and Park will come to the plate here in the bottom of the first against Gavin Parch. And while we have a second to resume that thought and respond to Sweet Bacon's comment in the chat, we are not making up the game against the Anchorage Glacier Pilots. This is the final game against them this season, and if somehow we're forced to quote-unquote play it, we're just going to forfeit that game.
Man, don't even play it.
That'd be 9 innings just of wearing our guys out, that's for sure. We'll just rest up for the championship, even if we have to go on the road.
And I think if the Bucks want to host that bad to where they're trying to do all this extra stuff too, and I guess go ahead if you're able to.
Babcock in, Parch inside with ball 1.
LeBron said, I don't care where we're at. I don't care what time it is. Don't care what day it is. We're out to give belt.
Babcock in 316 on the summer. Having himself a very solid couple months here in Alaska. He's going to hit this one right back up the middle for a base hit. 2 pitches into the inning. And Babcock gets us started with the single.
Just hitting it right back where it came from. Jumping on the first pitch he sees in the zone. He's been hot.
And I know that he's happy to have gotten a swing there and get a pitch he can hit. Because yesterday he had 4 walks across that doubleheader against the Chinooks, 2 in each game. And he was frustrated about that after the game 2 heading to the van. Dude likes to swing it. But now Will Godfrey DHing tonight, getting a rest out in the field. Babcock aboard at first. Parch comes home, swing and a miss for strike 1.
Yeah, I think it's been a while since we've seen him at DH. He did it a couple times in June. But he's always been at second or third for about a whole month.
2 singles yesterday for Godfrey, 1 in each of the doubleheader games. He's hitting .258 on the summer. Of course, that on-base percentage just screams at you above 400. Dribbler off the end of the bat, but foul down the third baseline, so 0-2 to Beef. Babcock will retreat back to first. And yeah, so the Miners have clinched. They're in. We do not know if they're 1 or 2, and we likely won't even know till Friday the 31st, because I did not misspeak yesterday when I said this. Things have just changed. The Bucks and the Oilers are now supposed to make up their doubleheader on the 31st that originally got canceled last week due to the weather. The Oilers players have been sitting around for a week waiting to play. Godfrey hits this one through the left side for a base hit. Babcock will hold up at second. Back-to-back singles for the Miners to lead off this bottom of the first. Now Austin Park will dig in with 2 on and no outs here, bottom of the first against Parch. And so the thing is the Bucks just really want to play that game as well. They want to try and improve their chances of being able to host the top of the world championship. But, man, they can do what they want. If the way I told LeBron and he agreed with me, I imagine he thought the same thing. If the Bucks want to play 14 innings of a doubleheader the day before the championship, assuming that they're in, so be it. We'll be well rested with the day off as Parch fires in strike one to Park.
I mean, yeah, especially too because they're playing that to win those games, so they would use up their good pitchers. I mean, yeah, go ahead.
And so the 1 and 2 seeds, of course, one of those already clinched by the minors. But the way that they're going to decide who the other team is, it's going to be based purely off winning percentage. And then if there is a tie in winning percentage, the tiebreaker is the head-to-head between the two. Park hits one in the air to right field. Going back is Caron. He's not able to get it. Babcock and Beef will move up, and Babcock's being waved home. Throw is not going to be in time, and it's an RBI double. 3 hits in a row for the Miners to get things started. They're up early.
They're absolutely jumping on Parch, and look at Park. I think he's adjusted well to the outer third of the plate on off-speed and breaking pitches because he just goes the other way with it, hits it near the corner. He's adjusted well to that outer third.
Park went 3 for 4 in game 2 yesterday with 2 RBIs, all of those being singles. He had 4 hits yesterday total. He continues that trend of just mashing the baseball here today against the Pilots. But now Canyon Millar, 2 on, both in scoring position with still no outs. 1-0 Miners. Parch comes home, waving a miss for strike one. But also another thing LeBrun said about the championship, he said, look, we'll forfeit that game if we are, trying to be forced to play against the Pilots because we're just going to rest on the 31st to get ready to go. We're saving Kyle Chase for game 1, Cooper Grace for game 2, and I like our chances with those guys. Those are his words exactly. I like our chances with those guys. I can't help but agree.
Yeah, with the way they've been pitching past couple outings, don't get me salivating or fantasizing about that because those dudes have been absolutely nails, right? And I guess, a blow-up start can happen at any point, but you got to have confidence in those guys, and I will just say he has it for good reason.
Parch comes home with the 1-1. Swung on and missed, 4 strike 2. So Babcock singled, Godfrey singled right after, and then Park RBI double to drive in Babcock. That's made it 1-0. And so I actually misspoke to LeBrun yesterday too, saying that the Chinooks were done. But then, of course, that was before the doubleheader was added to the Buck schedule. But they are not. It's off the end of the bat of Millar. Godfrey will come home and score. Weeks over to first, and there's out number 1, but it's RBI ground out for Canyon Millar. 2-0 Miners.
Hey, not as fancy as the 3 guys before you, okay, but you still get a job done. You got a guy on third, less than 2 outs, and you hit a ground ball back to up the middle, basically, to one of the middle infielders. That's an easy run scored.
Now that brings up Alex Pearson. Again, he's in left field today. Talks about how he was in a boot just a few days ago after the game because he had an ankle injury, fouled a ball off of it, and just had a bad slide early in the year. But he's been playing ever since. I imagine he's doing much better than we would assume. Parch misses inside for ball 1. And the last thing the Miners needed was a guy to get hurt, so it's good to see that Pearson is able to play.
I mean, yeah, and then what are they going to be down in the championship, 18 or 17?
18 or 19, somewhere in there.
Because Roos and Van Meter are going home before then.
Numbers are going to be slim for the Miners. That's for sure. Parch a look at second. Comes home with the 1-0 pitch. Breaking ball dropped in there for strike 1 to Pearson.
$18 in the championship series.
Man, the fact that they even got here, if you think back to watching Miners baseball in June, it looked like it was going to be really rough. But then the offense got going in the early part of July, and then ever since then, this team's hung out in first place for quite a while. Fouled off. There's strike 2 to Pearson. 1 out here. Austin Park on second. 2-0 Miners lead.
Yeah, just to recap June, that pitching staff was absolutely dominant. Offense, not so much, just barely batting over 200. Well, now they're second in the ABL, hitting 260 as a team. And, with injuries and people leaving, the pitching staff has taken a hit on their numbers, but it's still an ABL best.
1-2 is outside. Count evens up to Pearson, and offense certainly has come alive. found more consistency with the bats. And they've looked like a different squad for the past 3 weeks now, or should I say 29 days. They're going to need that going into that championship series, especially if it is the Bucks. Once we're able to finally get there. Park takes off for third. Pearson ropes this one down the right field line. It's going to get down and roll all the way to the wall. Park will score. Pearson heading into second with the stand-up double. 3-0 Matsu.
Fought some pitches off, and then he finally gets one hung right at the bell, and he just rips it, turns on it, finds the line right over the head of a leaping Mount Castle at first. Oh, they're swinging it well early.
Already 4 hits in the inning for the Miners, 2 singles and 2 doubles. They've tacked on rather quickly here, 3-0 on Parch. I mentioned coming in to this game, he'd only thrown less than 6 innings this summer. The Pilots have no choice really with who to go to. Now it's Cash Millar, righty on righty here, breaking ball in there on the inner half, 4 strike 1.
I have a feeling with Cash right here. Yesterday he hit 3 deep flyouts, but you never actually really seen that from him all summer. He's just a singles guy, find the grass, find a hole. I don't know though, he's been elevating a little bit.
March 0-1 to Millar. Chops this one foul down the third base side. So 2 strikes on him immediately. No hits in the doubleheader yesterday for Cash Millar, but like Ben said, a lot of good wood put together, just under a few. It certainly could have left the yard. Wind was blowing straight out yesterday. Right now, flag is straight down, just hardly moving. Not a lot of wind right now. It's about 67 degrees. Mostly clear skies, a little bit of clouds. And this one's lined in the left field for a base hit. Make that 5 in the inning for the Miners. They're on the corners with 1 out.
He's just able to reach out over the plate. So he's a little out in front, but perfectly placed right there.
Now batting, your catcher number 22.
Gets it in the left field, and he stays hot too. Just he's been racking up hits, getting on base, and with second open, I bet he steals too.
He's been stealing a lot of bags lately. We'll see if that's the play in here. Eliminate that double play. I mean, I see no reason not to. Well, you got a lot of momentum here with only 1 out the bottom of the first, but now the catcher, Hazen Enoy, hitting 7th in the lineup today for the Miners. Millar takes off first. No, he thought about it. He got me.
He bluffed.
He got me for sure.
No, don't worry. He got me too.
I looked at him, and I saw him motion away, and I looked at the pitch, and, well, he didn't move. It's 1-0 to Enoy, though. That one downstairs. 2 balls, no strikes to the Miners catcher. Enoy just hitting under 300, 273 on the summer. He got the day off yesterday. He had a little knee injury from that game 2 days ago against the Pilots where he dove on the first ball put in play of the game out in left field. Now Millar takes off for second. Swing and a miss by Enoy. There is no throw. Second and third with only 1 out.
I will say Parch is filling up the zone, though. Just getting hit around. His stuff isn't that good today, it seems. But I'm just glad we're getting a lot of action instead of, maybe 5 walks instead of hits.
Oh, yeah. Much rather see hits than walks. 2-1 to Enoy with 2 in scoring position. That one downstairs, 3 balls and 1 strike, and I think you might have just jinxed him coming in the zone right here. If we see a walk, it's your fault.
I mean, I don't know. He had already thrown 2.
5 hits in the inning for the Miners, 3 singles, 2 doubles. Pearson's on third, Cash Millar is on second. Miners already up 3-0 with only 1 out, and there's ball 4. Bases will be loaded.
I might have to ask about the rules on
Now batting, your second baseman number 7.
if there's
Hazel.
run rules before the 7th. I don't know. I mean, I know it's only 3-0, but here's to hoping.
Well, we all know what this season has been like for the Pilots. The Miners have run-ruled them twice already this year. First one was 10-0. Jackson Baker threw a complete game shutout. And then just 2 days ago, 13-3, with Declan Spooner and Will Godfrey pitching in that one. First pitch inside for a strike to Diesel Toth. It's the 8th hitter sent to the plate by the Miners this inning, and there's still only one out with the bases juiced. And Diesel yesterday in game 2, he hit the ball very well. He went 3 for 4, 2 singles and a double. Now a chance for him to pick up a ribby here. Called strike 2 on the outer half.
He provided great production out of the 9 spot. Went the other way with it really well in those 2 games.
Talked about it yesterday, but if a guy hitting in the bottom of your order is going 3 for 4 this late in the season, that's a very good sign for your offense. 0-2 outside, and good block right there by the catcher Strong.
I think the main reason the Chinooks won game 1, too, was because of strong pitching and lack of offense from the Miners. But they also had Carter Reed throw 3 for 3 in that game, and he was hitting in the 9 spot, and just that's how they were able to tack on so many runs every inning.
Cooper Grace, the 9-hole hitter, is on deck. Babcock in the hole. 1-2. Chop foul. But, you know, it's going to be really interesting to see how things turn out for the other team in the top of the World Championship. Obviously, the Bucks have the best chance. And I do believe that the Miners clinch today if the Bucks lose to the Chinooks. Now, that may have changed since they added the doubleheader. 1-2 fouled off.
Clinch the 1 seed? Or the host 1-2 seed? I don't know. I'm too used to saying seed.
Clinch the 1 seed with a Bucks loss today against the Chinooks. And
That's what it was, at least before that doubleheader was added back.
yeah, so I think that does change because the Bucks would actually be able to win 3 of their next 4 and then overtake the Miners. It's so confusing. Off the hands towards short. That one is snagged by Weeks. That is out number 2.
Put up a good fight. He fouled off a lot of pitches, so if Parch is still in, next time he comes up, he'll be a little bit more familiar with the righty.
Cooper.
Now the 9-0 hitter at first base today, Cooper Grace. Declan Spooner gets the day off. Imagine that has to do with just resting some of your everyday guys right now in a game that does not matter too much. Like I said, I mean, if the Pilots somehow just scored 10, 15 runs, it's whatever if you're the Miners, right? It doesn't really mean that much. You're still in. You're not going to get too upset about it.
I doubt that'll happen, though.
I have a hunch. Grace hits one over to short. Weeks has got it flipped to second. To Allen to get the force out and to end the inning. But the Miners go up 3-0 after they get 5 hits in the inning. They lead as we go to the second.
Third baseman number 35,
We've
Edison
hit the second
Polanco.
inning, 3-0 your Miners lead. It's going to be 4-5-6 for the Pilots. Polanco leads us off. And over at Lee Jordan Field in Chugiak, it's 0-0 between the Bucks and the Chinooks in the top of the second. We'll be probably having an update every inning on that, especially if something does change. Van Meter still out there. Strike one to Polanco.
Come on, Chinooks. I know you got it in you.
I think if you just look at how the Miners have played against the Bucks this year, you're rooting for anybody but the Bucks to make it. Right? Only team to have shut out the Miners, and they've done so multiple times.
Yeah, it's been rough going for the Miners offense against the Bucks, so. But I believe in a 3-game series, obviously, mentality changes. They can get it done.
Big swing by Polanco to left field. Pearson going back, and it lands in the trees, but foul. Long strike number 2. It also doesn't help the Miners, against anybody that could still potentially play them in the top world championship. Everybody's got more players than them. Called strike 3. That's the third backwards K for Van Meter.
Looking great so far.
Left fielder
A lot of
number 23,
strikes.
Jake Haruki.
Good job by Bumby. All 3 strikeouts are looking. Now Jake Haruki, the left fielder, steps in with one away here, top of the second. First pitch upstairs for ball 1. I probably spent at least like 2 hours figuring out all the scenarios with that doubleheader included, without it, with the Miners makeup game, and without it. And then things keep changing, so I have to go back and look again. And then, there's one little thing that I miss that totally changes all the math that's been done. It's been hard, especially because not everyone plays the same amount of games. And Meter 1-1, swing and a miss by Haruki. So it looks like the Oilers are going to get to play 36. The Miners should only actually play 35, though the schedule or their record may reflect when the regular season's over 36 if they do end up having to forfeit one against the Pilots. But I can guarantee you 1,000% there's no way that game is played, and if they do play it, LeBron might want us to go play to save some guys. Called strike 3, back-to-back backwards Ks. Pumby's feeling it.
He's doing a good job with his breakers and just dropping it in there. And the Pilots they're not being aggressive right now. So he's taking full advantage, just filling up the zone.
4 of the 5 outs, backwards Ks for Van Meter. But now Logan Strong, the catcher, with 2 away. There's ball 1 to start things off.
What's with the new design behind home, too?
Wave and a miss. I saw Jay Ziola draw that one out and paint it. Looks like we've got some mountains.
2 mountains. Not jagged, they're more cartoonish. Just 2 triangles, but I respect the vision.
Respect to changing it up for sure. 1-1 hit in the air. Foul ground. Cooper Grace ranging towards the fence, runs out of room. It'll be 1-2 on Strong. I was a really big fan of just the Miners M, the cursive M. That one was
Not
really
too
cool.
much, but it's cool.
Yeah. And whoever did it, it looks really good.
What are other possibilities they can do? Because they did Valley. I guess they can do Matsu if they want it.
Yep.
I don't know, though.
That one back up the middle. Diesel toes, slides, and he's able to keep it just in shallow center field, but it's going to be a hit for Logan Strong. It's a first base runner and hit for the Pilots today.
Now batting shortstop number 6, Davis Weeks.
Yeah, just weak contact up the middle. Perfectly placed, so. I mean, they still haven't hit him hard at all.
Now Davis Weeks, the shortstop, 7-0 hitter. Man aboard at first, 2 outs, swings through strike 1. And for Van Meter, he told me a few days ago, he's like, yeah, I'm leaving too after the regular season. My sister's wedding is coming up. There's strike 2. That's 2 minors players they're going to have to leave early because of weddings. Nothing wrong with it, but of all things, weddings.
I don't know. July, I would assume, is a very popular wedding month. Off the top of your head, what are the best wedding months? Probably
October.
Or November, right? And then
In Texas,
and then-
specifically weather-wise, October's a good one.
and November. And then I would say spring. Texas, you're not having a lot of weddings in the summer, I'll tell you that.
March may be your best bet, but like early March, late February.
March. My brother's was in March, so it was beautiful, so I'd say that's a good bet.
2-2 count to Weeks. Here's Van Meter's pitch, and it's swung on and missed. For strike number 3. 5 punchies for Bumby as we head to the bottom of the second. 3-0, Miners lead it. Bottom of the second, 3-0 your score here in Palmer, Alaska. Miners on top of the Pilots. And, well, just like the first inning, it's 1-2-3 to lead it off for Matsu. They sent 9 to the plate, where they got 3 runs on 5 hits. Babcock singled and scored to get us underway in that bottom of the first. It's a 31-pitch first inning for Gavin Parch, the Pilot starting pitcher.
Yeah, they kind of just smacked him around, and Miners still struggling leaving guys on. They left 3.
First one to Babcock outside. And that single that he hit in the first was not hit too hard, but landed just in shallow center field right back up the middle. Parch 1-0. This one's sky in the air. In shallow left field. 3 Pilots giving chase. So shortstop Weeks making the grab right on the left field line. There's out number 1.
Now batting your designated hitter number 4, Will Godfrey.
Yeah, Parch elevated against Babcock, who got his single on the high pitch, but went even further up and got him to pop up. That's a good comeback result for Parch against the right fielder.
Now Will Godfrey also singled and scored in that bottom of the first. Punched one through the left side of the infield. Parch getting one out rather quickly here. Second time through the order. As Godfrey fouls off the first one he sees. It's 0-1. And over in Chugiak, the Bucks take a 1-0 lead. That game in the bottom of the second. Parch comes home with the 0-1 and clips the outside corner for strike 2. No balls, 2 strikes, the count to Godfrey. Parch's pitch, bounce on the ground over towards second. Allen on to first. And his foot is going to come off the bag, but the ball got away anyways. It's going to be an E4, and Godfrey strolls into second.
I mean, that's a pitcher over there playing second. I don't know what happened with the throw. But if you're the Miners, you take it, of course.
So Godfrey reaches on the air. He's in scoring position with only one out for Austin Park. Doubled, drove in a run, and scored last inning. Park swinging a hot stick right now. Over the past 24 hours, there's ball one outside from Parch. I want to shout out the Babcock family in Houston. That message coming from the Babcock family here in Alaska.
I want to thank every family who made a trip.
100%. I think we've met nearly all of them that have made a trip. It's 2-0 to Park. Parch comes home and he misses. That's going to be ball 3 to Park.
I wonder if, with the summer he's had, if this convinces BYU to let him hit some more.
You know, I would imagine, and I would hope so.
I mean, what did their offense look like in the spring? Clearly nothing worth mentioning. Give him a shot.
Ooh, just called a strike on the inside corner. Everybody in green and yellow disagrees, of course. Jesse Segura behind the plate. So Parch gets the call for strike 1. It's 3-1 to AP. Comes home. That one upstairs, no doubt about it. 5-pitch walk-in. There'll be 2 aboard with only 1 out.
Now batting your third baseman, number 29.
That's the second walk of the day for Parch. He's got 1 in each inning thus far. But now Canyon Millar, he drove in a run on a 6-3 ground out last inning. Another situation for him hitting with men on base. Him as well. Him and his brother. Man, the bats have just come to life in July. First pitch swings through it for strike 1. Let me a good ballpark organ sound, don't you?
Oh, yeah. And I think I've seen a lot of videos from the Cubs organ player.
Chop foul.
I think he gets paid a decent amount. Got to go to Wrigley, man.
Yeah. Man, I can't remember if it was just And no, it was the New York Knicks. They had a live organ player in Madison
they
Square
do.
Garden. That's really cool. I know the Rangers don't have that. They do have their own live mariachi band in the house. That's always cool. Millar hits this one down. Third baseline and foul. Still 0-2.
I think if a team was most likely to, or if there was a team most likely to use AI for everything, it'd probably be the Rangers.
All right. That makes no sense.
I don't know if you know where I'm coming from. Like AI art is what I mean.
Yeah, I don't know where you're coming from.
All right, bro. That's fine. That's fine. I get it.
I have not used AI. 0-2 chop foul
Yeah,
again.
because there's professional standards, but I feel like if no one was keeping them in check, I feel like they would. I don't know.
I think that's just the Houston Astros fan talking in you.
Probably.
If anything, if you ask me, it seems like something the Mets would do. Just because they're the Mets.
That's true.
Still 0-2 to Millar. He's putting up a fight. Both runners take off, swing and a miss. 4 strike 3. There's a second out, but Godfrey to third and Park to second on the double steal.
Just everything loaded. Canyon Millar, you went reaching at every single one.
Your left fielder, number 30, Alexander Pearson.
That's the first strikeout of the day for Parch. Now Alex Pearson digs in. RBI double last inning. 2 in scoring position with 2 outs. Miners up 3-0. A chance to tack on here. Pearson has a lot of room up the middle of that infield, especially on that right side. Parch comes home. Clips the outer half for strike 1.
Last time up, he was able to get a hanger and just ripped it down the line. I think he's starting to heat up too over the past couple days.
Godfrey on third, Park on second. And that's the inside corner for strike 2. Pearson yet to swing the bat. He'll have to here. Check in with home plate umpire Jesse Segura to make sure that strike zone is dialed in to a T. Got to protect with 2 on him against Parch. 2 outs here in the bottom of the second. This one right back up the middle. It's going to get through for a base hit. Godfrey scores, and coming home is Park. No throw. 3 RBIs on the day for Alex Pearson.
Just working right back up the middle, hitting it right back where it came from. Down 0-2 as well, so good job protecting. And it's already 3 RBIs. He's swinging it well today.
Center fielder, number 1.
2 hits as well as 3 RBIs. 5-0 Miners out in front here in the bottom of the second. Cash Millar digs in. RBI single back in that first inning. Can the Miners add on even more with 2 away here? Pearson bluffs taking off for second. Strong would have had a chance at a back pick there and maybe even got Pearson, but there's no throw. So 0-1 to Cash. We're going to go over to first, check on Pearson. A win here for the Miners today highly increases their chances at being the 1 seed in the top of the World Championship. Just below the zone for ball 1, evens the count to Millar.
I will say, I know LeBron doesn't care where it's at, but I would prefer it being here at Herman Brothers. That would be electric as we draw the best crowd.
2 balls and a strike to Millar. I imagine that if it happened to be anywhere else, the crowd would be bigger than normal, but I'd be willing to bet that wherever it's at, there'd be more people at Herman Brothers Field than anywhere else. If you're unaware, Miners won the ABL last year against the Bucks. There's strike 2 to Cash. Went to game 3 of the series, and Miners down big in that one, 7 runs, I believe. They came back and walked it off to win their first ABL title since 2018. Trying to go back-to-back this year. 2-2 comes home, chopped over to Polanco at third. Hard throw across in time for out number 3. But the Miners tack on via Alex Pearson's 2 RBI single. It's 5-0 as we go to the third. We've hit the third inning, still 5-0 Miners. Landon Martindale leads it off, followed by Gunnar Mountcastle, and then the top of the order, and Jack Caron. Van Meter still out there, misses with ball 1. So far through 2 innings, Bumby has 5 strikeouts. Essentially struck out the side last inning, did give up a single. The only base runner so far for the Pilots today, but 4 of those 5 strikeouts backwards.
What's the most shameless, if you can remember, striking out the side call in MLB history where, like, maybe they let up 5 runs in an inning, but all 3 outs they got were strikeouts? Announcer goes, yeah, you strike out the side. Still applies technically.
Yeah, I mean, I don't even like saying it if it's not in order.
Yeah, me neither.
It just doesn't feel right. But, I mean, technically it is true.
It's like, where's the shame? Not in the room, I'll tell you that.
There's strike 1 to Martindale. Now 3-1 the count.
I think that actually happened to me one time. Oh, yeah, I struck out the side, knowing I threw a yes hitter technically.
This one's chopped on the first base side and goes foul. Grace tries to make it look fair. Full count to Martindale. Van Meter had 27 pitches through the first 2 innings. He's at 32 right now. Here's 33. Upstairs is a 6-pitch walk drawn by Martindale. It's the second base runner of the day for the Pilots.
Now batting first baseman number 10, Gunnar Mountcastle.
It's a good ground ball here.
Now 9-0 hitter Gunnar Mountcastle. He'll dig in here against Van Meter. Another guy that is a pitcher for the Pilots that is hitting because they're just that thin on players. Called strike one at the top of the zone. For Bumby, no walk, obviously never ideal, but when you got a 5-run lead, man, just come to the zone. That one inside, 1-1. Done a very good job of filling the strike zone up through those first 2 innings. Comes home with the 1-1. It's fouled off, so 2 strikes on Mountain Castle. Pilots have a man getting loose over in left field in their bullpen. Jake Rafferty, guy getting loose. He has the worst ERA on the team. 1-2 called, strike 3. Make that 5 backwards Ks for Bumby. He's got 6 on the day.
I know Mountcastle is a pitcher, but 2 days ago he actually roped a line drive.
Now batting right field, number
I mean, it was
45,
caught,
Jack
but still
Barron.
nonetheless looked like he could swing the stick a little bit. But yeah, right now the Pilots, first time through the order, they are just not aggressive whatsoever.
Now we begin the second time through the order for Bumby. Jack Karen takes a ball inside. It's 1-0.
But so far through those first 9 batters, 37 pitches, 25 strikes for Van Meter. That's filling up the zone.
Oh, yeah. Called strike 1. Late call there. Swing and a miss for strike 2. Van Meter misses upstairs. It's a 2-2 count to Karen here. Martindale is on first after the leadoff walk. Already 6 strikeouts for Bumby on the day. Swing and a miss. Karen goes down swinging. At the second time he sat down on strikes today. Make
Now
it
batting in
7.
second base, number 1, Mason Allen.
Oh, man.
Is this Bumby Van Meter or Tarek Skubal? Tell me.
Van Scooby.
Peyton Allen sees ball 1. But seriously, 3 innings and 2 appearances combined for Bumby on the season. This is 3rd appearance, 1st start. Yeah, there's no question about it. This is the best outing for him thus far. It's out off the hands, 1-1. Also mentioned this is going to be the last appearance for Bumby on the season. His sister is getting married. I imagine that's during the top of the World Championship while he's leaving beforehand. That misses outside. 2 balls and 1 strike to count. Peyton Allen struck out looking his first time up. It's now 2-2.
I was just about to say I could go for a wedding celebration right now, like I have a fun night, but yeah, I go back on that statement.
This one's got high in the air towards center field, tailing into right center. Cash Millar has it. And just like that, through 3, Bumby Van Meter has held the Pilots scoreless and has 7 strikeouts as we go to the bottom of the 3rd. Welcome back. Bottom of the third. Jake Rafferty, the new arm for the Glacier Pilots. It's a sophomore right-hander standing 6'4" from Tacoma Community College. Another local from Anchorage, Alaska. Jake Rafferty, you mentioned earlier when he was warming up in the bullpen, ERA is not speaking, maybe a total truth about what he can be. His sample size is 2 2/3 innings on the season, giving up 12 runs on 11 hits in that span. Hazen Enoy sees strike one right down the middle. Rafferty coming in relief of Gavin Parch, who got the start. Parch line finishes at 2 innings. He gave up 5 runs, 4 earned on 6 hits, 2 walks and a strikeout. Miners up 5-0. They added 3 in the first, 2 in the second. Rafferty 1-1 to Enoy. Chop, just foul. Enoy, the 7-0 hitter today for the Miners. So Toth and Grace will be due up next. It's another situation here. A Pilot's middle infield leaving a lot of room for Enoy, and we've seen this guy go up the middle a lot of times this summer. 1-2 misses inside, evens up the count. Two-two to Enoy, chopped over to first. Snagged by Mountcastle. He'll flip it to Rafferty on to first, and it's just in time for out number 1.
Yeah, just out in front and over it.
Now batting your second baseman, number 7.
That'll bring up Diesel Toth. 0 for 1 with the pop out his first time up. Rafferty pitched just 2 days ago against the Miners. He threw an inning and 2/3. He gave up 6 runs, 5 of those earned on 7 hits. Mention how thin they are on arms, though. It's going to be a lot of the same guys. Total foul the first pitch off for strike 1. And it's also, if you were with us yesterday in game 2, you would know that there was a controversial call that was actually wrong. Right, we have the proof of that a field umpire made, and then it ended up with Miners volunteer assistant coach Spencer Henson getting thrown out of the game. And because of that, he's not allowed to coach in this game. So we've got Big Jonathan Anders coaching first base right now. Cooper Grace filled in yesterday in the middle of game 2 of that doubleheader. As it's 2-1 to Toth. But of course, with only 2 umpires and just 1 in the field, right, the field umpire with a man on base is going to be out of position on that call 9 out of 10 times, maybe even 10 out of 10. In there for strike 2, 2 balls, 2 strikes to count to Toth. The field umpire was maybe 70 feet down the line, going from first to second, just on the edge of the grass. I mean, it's hard to see what the play is if it's that close like that. 2-2, rope down the left field line. It's going to get down for a base hit. Rolling all the way into the corner. Diesel Toth will just trot into second with a 1-out double.
Yeah, that's 2 straight days now. He's putting bat on ball like that, finding a gap. Don't let him get hot now.
Now batting first baseman, number 28.
Now 2 doubles
Grace.
going back to last game for Diesel Toth. Cooper Grace digs in, ground out into a fielder's choice that ended the bottom of the first inning. He was hitting with the bases loaded back then, now still with the man in scoring position. So a second chance here for Grace. First pitch called a strike on the outer half. Over in Chugiak, said I'd mention it plenty of times. It's 1-0 Bucks lead in the top of the 4th. Toth takes off for third. Got a great jump. It's a ground ball over to short. Weeks has got it on to first, and here comes Toth. He did not stop whatsoever. That makes it 6-0 Miners.
Great awareness, too, because they're not checking him back to third at all. They're going to go straight to first for the play, and good send over there at third.
That's definitely one way to execute a hit and run.
Right fielder, number 9, Jackson Babcock.
2 ground outs to short for Grace on the day, but he's responsible for bringing in a run right there. Now Jackson Babcock, third time hitting in as many innings. First time seeing Rafferty. There's strike one. Rafferty coming in relief here for Parch.
What a job to get your guy an RBI, too. There you go.
That's probably one of the weirder RBIs I've ever seen.
I mean, I've seen deep sack flies that the runner tags up from second, gets to home before.
It's just, a runner on second, even if he is stealing third.
Yeah.
A ball in the infield, it just doesn't happen that often. One at Babcock, lined and over a leaping Allen over at second. Babcock is thinking 2 all the way. Throw coming in, and it's not going to be in time. At the second hit of the day for Babcock.
Your designated hitter, number 4, Will.
Jumping on Rafferty there, and then how about the hustle?
As we get the Roadrunner meep meep sound over the speakers here at Herman Brothers, that's right on cue. Babcock thinking 2 right out the box. What a job for that hustle double.
That's a Biggio double.
Now Will Godfrey, runner in scoring position, and 2 outs here in the bottom of the third. The Miners are up 6-0. Fouls this one off first pitch. It's 0-1. So actually over in Chukiak, the Bucks hit a 1-out triple. And on a fielder's choice, Chinooks were able to gun the runner out at home to keep that thing 1-0. It's good news for us. Just based on the head-to-head, rather see the Chinooks than the Bucks. This one a hard shot out towards left center field in no man's land. It's going to get down and score Babcock. Beef taking 2 all the way, and no one's on the bag. It's back-to-back doubles for the Miners. It's 7-0.
They're just living in the gaps and down the line today. Man, I don't know if we've seen this many doubles in a single game, and it's only the third.
5 doubles in this game for the Miners. 3 all in this inning. The last 2 coming with 2 outs. Now that brings up Austin Park. He's been aboard twice and scored twice. He has one of those 5 doubles for Matsu today. There's strike 1 from Rafferty. Man, this is a sign of just really good offense right now. And you got to love it if you're a Miners fan. Because, get hot at the right time. Even if you're, playing the last place team. Is that one? Oh, it stuck in the fence. That ball just got fouled off and got stuck in the fence. How many times have you ever seen that? Look right there.
There you go.
That's hilarious. It's 0-2 count to Austin Park. Two outs here in the inning. Will Godfrey on second. Rafferty comes home with the 0-2, wave and a miss for strike number 3. Park goes down swinging, and the Miners strand 1 in scoring position, but they add 2 more runs on 3 doubles in the inning to make it 7-0 as we go to the 4th. We've hit the fourth.
Fourth inning,
And Bumby Van Meter back out there as expected because, I mean, why wouldn't he be? The dude has 7 strikeouts through 3 innings. The only other 2 outs coming from a 3 unassisted and an F8. He's also only allowed 2 base runners via a single and a walk. That pitch is inside for ball 1 to Cooper Kunis. 3-4-5 for the Pilots. And they're half of the 4th. Down 7-0. Big hole to climb out of. Niners offense has been on fire today. Is their strike 1?
Yeah, hopefully it's just a sign of things to come and not just them facing off against the Pilots.
We'll find out tomorrow when we host the Bucks for the final game of the regular season. 1-1 chop right over the mound. Austin Park on the run over to first. That is in time for out number 1.
Now batting, third baseman with 35.
Final game of the
Edison
regular
Polanco.
season is tomorrow. That is the final game of the regular season for your Matsu Miners. Polanco, first pitch swinging into center field, caught by Cash Millar for out number 2. And tomorrow at Herman Brothers Field, when we host the Bucks
Left fielder number 23.
for our final
Jake
game of the
Haruki.
regular season, it's Matanuska Valley Federal Credit Union Fan Appreciation Night, and everyone is free. So if you're in the Matsu Valley area, Palmer, Wasilla, surrounding areas, come on, it's free. Last game of the regular season. There's ball 1 to Jake Haruki. And why not? It could be the last game at Herman Brothers Field this season. We shall see. Still undetermined who will host the top of the world championship between the Miners, and also big question mark. We don't know who yet. It's still 1-0 over in Chugiak. Bucks leading the Chinooks. Chinooks going to have to win their final 2 games, but they are done if they lose tonight against the Bucks, I believe. And of course, the Bucks adding that doubleheader just makes all things more confusing. (3-0) the count to Haruki. Pitch on the way, called strike 1. Base is empty with 2 away. Van Meter comes home. This one's roped hard down the left field line. It's going to get down for a base knock. Heading into second is Haruki. Pearson's throw comes in. It's a stand-up 2-out double for the Pilots.
Now batting,
2 outs,
catcher
you're
number
fine.
4, Logan Strong.
I mean, they finally hit him hard, too. I mean, the single was a weak infield single, too. Just keep filling up that zone with the breaker. It's giving you a lot of success so far.
And when you're pitching with the 7-run lead, I mean, you're not really worried about a 2-out double whatsoever. Go and get the next guy. That's Logan Strong. He does have the only other hit for the Pilots today. Singled back in the second. First pitch strike from Van Meter on the outer half. Oh, 1. Weak contact, foul ground. Right side, Cooper Grace just runs out of room. And for us, I mean, I would say winning this game, fingers crossed the score holds, gives us a better chance of potentially hosting the top of the world championship. But then knowing what the game plan against the Bucks is tomorrow, which is not go all in to win that game, even if it means hosting is on the line. I just hope the bats are hot and we're able to win that game. And I imagine that locks down the host for us. Also depends on what happens in Chugiak between the Bucks and Chinooks right now. Because, man, I don't want tomorrow to be my last minor burger. 1-2 to strong.
That's probably the best point.
Yeah. I had one before today's game, and it's crazy. You think you get tired of something after having it for maybe, say, like the 10th or 12th time, but the one I had today tasted better than all the ones before it. They just do it right at Herman Brothers. 1-2 to strong. Foul tip. He'll stay alive.
I didn't get one pregame. I was a little preoccupied. I might go down in the middle of an inning actually soon. Go get one real quick.
Not a bad idea whatsoever. Van Meter, 7 strikeouts on the day. Two-way here in the top of the 4th. Comes home. This one's weak contact. Foul ground. First base side and out of play. Strong putting up a fight here. Miners with a 7-0 lead here in the top of the 4th. They've got 7 runs on 9 hits. Pilots only 2 hits on the day. Jake Haruki got the second one for them. He's on second with 2 away.
Ooh.
Van Meter, great 2-strike pitch, but just misses. How about that? Chinooks have a 2-1 lead over the Bucks right now in the bottom of the 4th.
Come on.
Count a run full.
Chinooks, if you can hear me.
That happened via a double, a hit by pitch, a Bucks error in the field, a single. And that's how they got those 2 runs to plate. As that game's headed to the 5th right now. Payoff pitch on the way, over towards Tote at second. Snags it, backhand. Throw over to first is in time. What a play by Diesel Tote in the inning. Pilot strand 1 in scoring position. 7-0 your Miners lead going into the bottom half of the 4th.
Leading off with Miners here.
We've hit the bottom of the 4th. Canyon Millar leads us off 4-5-6 for the Miners. Holding on to a 7-0 lead. Jake Rafferty back out there for his second inning of work. He gave up 2 in that bottom of the 3rd. First pitch fouled straight back by Millar's own one.
for about a couple of weeks, right? But he wants to join this hit party here.
And if you're wondering, if you remember that ball got fouled straight back by Austin Park into the fence, it's still stuck in the fence. And, just what are the odds of that happening? Just wanted to check and make sure that one getting fouled off didn't affect it. It's 1-1 now.
I bet you'll hear a cheer if it falls down, actually.
Maybe like someone hitting a bad shot in golf, you hear the crowd go, oh, probably be one of those.
I'm all too familiar.
2 balls, 1 strike to Millar. Pearson and Cash Millar due up here in the minors half of the 4th.
Actually, when I go golf, I pretend there's a huge crowd like I'm Tiger Woods just to put pressure on myself. And it usually gets to me.
Millar gets drilled on the 2-1. Hopefully that one hit him on the right arm and not on the back or his side, but nonetheless, leadoff man reaches for the minors for the 3rd time tonight. Now Alex Pearson, Millar over at first, no outs. Bottom of the 4th inning, 9 hits already for the minors through 3. Pearson looks at strike 1 for him. His first 2 at bats. RBI double in the first and 2 RBI single in the second. Oh, he's got 3 ribbies already. Rafferty's 0-1. Chopped over first base side. Mountcastle catches on a jump. Tries to go to second, but the tag will not be applied in time. Pearson will ground out on the 3 unassisted, but Millar will move into scoring position.
All right. Your center fielder number 1, Cash Millar.
That brings up 6-0 hitter Cash Millar. He's got an RBI single back in the first. Stolen bag as well. He's stolen plenty over the past 4 days. He's moved into the top 5 in the ABL in stolen bases. There's ball 1 from Rafferty.
He's been such a great player for the minors, right? He won that Mike Kelly Award as, his availability, right? He played infield. They need a center fielder. He's played great defense out in center field, and then the bat has picked up, but then also, too, his threat on the base paths.
2-0. This is going to be the 12th at bat for the minors today with runners in scoring position. So far, they're 5 for 11 in that regard. Certainly no shocker when you've scored 7 through 3 innings. This offense just coming to life at the right time, no matter who they're playing. Going to need it in the top of the World Championship. There's a high fly ball. And shallow left field right near the foul line. Going to be caught by the shortstop Weeks for out number 2.
And it's an elevated fastball, it seems, from Rafferty, and
Your catcher number 22.
Millar just all under it.
Inoue.
Rafferty faced 3 hitters so far in the bottom half of this 4th. Hit by pitch and then 2 weak contact outs. Totally different story from the 3 doubles he gave up in the bottom of the 3rd. Inoue takes ball 1. Hazen drew a walk against Gavin Parch, the Pilot starter in the first. Ground out to first. Last time up, fouls this one off the front foot. Ball and a strike.
No, he has a lot of power, too. It's been a bit since he got extra base hit, too. See if he can find a gap. Double party tonight.
A lot of room in left center field. He can go the other way. Is that one fouled the opposite way? Now to play. Pilots and Jake Rafferty looking to put up their first goose egg of the ball game against the Miners. A ball inside. Over in Chugiak, 2-1 Chinooks, bottom of the fifth. Chinooks playing to keep their hopes alive. Maybe sneak into the top of the World Championship. 2-2, cut on a miss, 4 strike 3. That is the third out of the inning. Miners strand 1 in scoring position, 7-0 as we go to the fifth. We're in the fifth inning, 7-0 Miners over the Pilots, and 7-8-9
Leading off,
due up.
Glacier Pilots fifth,
Davis Weeks will
shortstop number
start it
6,
off.
Davis
Bumby
Weeks.
Van Meter still cruising. 7 strikeouts and only 2 hits, given up through 4 innings. Obviously no runs. He's been nails though. First pitch outside. And to Ken in the chat, yes, we score the home games. And if you're upset with it being slow, we're sorry. There's absolutely nothing we could do about it. You can press the button as soon as the pitch hits the catcher's glove, and it's still going to take 5 seconds because it's technology. And this is not the MLB either.
Or longer. I'm trying.
It's always going to be a delay. Off the hands, foul ground, first base side. Cooper Grace moves around the first base coach of the Pilots and makes the catch for out number 1.
Start breaking down. I'm trying, man.
DH number 3, Leonard Martindale.
It's that slow every game at every ballpark, no matter who's scoring on what Wi-Fi.
I think it's worse in Anchorage. Although we're not scoring those, but I just feel like probably would be the case.
But I don't know why it is that slow, but there's absolutely nothing we could do about it. First pitch to Landon Martindale just below the zone for ball 1. Martindale reached on a walk his first time up. He's just one of 3 guys to have reached base for the Pilots today. And meters 1-0. Just below the knees. Ball 2. So far in the day, though, only 1 walk for Bumby, and he's just been filling up that zone. There's, okay.
Bro. I don't know where that one missed.
Man, that looks well above the knees and over the middle of the plate. 3-0 to Martindale. On the way, there's 4-pitch walk. It's only walk number 2 for Van Meter. Martindale aboard for the second time with the second walk.
Now batting.
One out
First
here, top of the
baseman,
5th.
Gunnar
For
Mountcastle.
9-hole hitter, Gunnar Mountcastle playing first, but as we mentioned, this guy is a pitcher. Pilots down to 13 players. They don't have any other choice. Struck out looking his first time up, and there's strike 1 from Bumby.
Hasn't gotten a strikeout in a bit after he got 7 through 3.
Last strikeout came for out number 2 in the top of the 3rd. Ground ball to Toad, bobbles it, gets one over at second, so Mountcastle will reach on the fielder's choice. But Martindale will head back to the dugout as there's 2 gone.
Now batting.
Probably got
Right
the better
fielder,
outcome there,
25,
just
Jack Karen.
Toth fumbles it a little bit.
Top of the order. Jack Karen digs in, 0 for 2. He's actually the last guy to have struck out against Van Meter. Mentioned in that top of the 3rd inning. Strike 1 on the outer half. Very solid crowd on hand at Herman Brothers Field as we're having Big Valley Bingo Day. Swing and a miss, strike 2, and also Senator Kathy Tilton Baseball Card Day. So 2026 Matsu Miners baseball cards being given out to those in attendance at the ballpark. Imagine players will be signing plenty of those after the game. Called strike 3. That's the 3rd time Karen has gone down on strikes. 8 through 5 for Bumby. Miners lead by 7.
Thanks again for joining us tonight at Big Valley.
Bottom of the 5th. Ryan Mullen, the new pitcher for the Anchorage Glacier Pilots. And he's wearing number 24, which is the number of Nick Cortines, but it is Ryan Mullen. On the roster, there is one Mullen, but it says Nick, but we're told Ryan, so okay, it's Ryan Mullen. don't know if I can really tell you much about him, but he's pitching now. He throws ball 1 to Diesel Toth.
Yeah, Cortinas, I'm sure, left, or he did leave. That's why he gives up his jersey, and then, I don't know, they're just picking up guys to finish out the year. I mean, remember, they had a high school junior.
Toth lines 1 on the ground down the third base line. He's taking extra bases heading into second. How about 2 doubles on the day for Diesel Toth?
Oh, yeah. Doubles 4 and 5 here at Herman Brothers Field, both down the left field line.
So the leadoff base runner reaches yet again for the Miners, and Cooper Grace an opportunity to add on to the 7-0 Miners lead here. Rafferty's day comes to a close. He gives up 2 runs on 3 hits across 2 innings. He put up the first goose egg in a frame against the Miners as Grace swings through strike 1. Seven runs on 10 hits for the Miners. Misses outside, ball and a strike. So Ryan Mullen gives up a hit immediately entering the game. Toth takes off for third, and it's fouled off by Grace. 1-2, and looked like another hit and run there for the Miners. Grace executed last time with Toth on second. He hit one on the ground to the shortstop Weeks, and Toth did not even stop heading towards third. He rounded immediately and went home. So Grace got an RBI. Just on a 6-3 ground out. 1-2 on the way, swing and a miss. Strike 3. There's the first strikeout for Mullen in the first out of this bottom of the 5th.
Does a good job to bounce back there.
Your right fielder, number 9, Jackson Babcock.
Top of the order now, up for the Miners. Jackson Babcock got a single and a double. Couple of runs scored as well. Already coming to the plate for the 4th time tonight. Here in this bottom of the 5th. First pitch on the ground and through the right side of the infield. Here comes Diesel Toth. Throw is going to come in and be cut off, so no slide needed for Diesel. Babcock gets his first RBI of the night and his 3rd hit. 8-zip here in Palmer, Alaska.
This dude has been on a tear. I mean, he got up into the top 5 of the ABL leaders for batting average, and dude, he's been on a different level. Hits machine.
Now Will Godfrey. Another guy with 2 hits already on the day. Drove in 1 on his double in the 3rd. First pitch swinging into center field, and heavy shift in the outfield for the Pilots. Babcock coming into 3rd. There's not going to be a throw. It's cut off. Back-to-back singles for the Miners. They're on the corners with 1 out.
And so Mullen wants to bounce back after the single and leaves one right in the zone. Godfrey attacking early, which he doesn't usually do. And he's also been a hit machine.
Now Austin Park comes up. He's been aboard twice. Has a double on the day. Miners lead at 8-0. Here in the bottom of the 5th with 1 out, and there's strike 1 to Park. Godfrey on first, Babcock on 3rd. Mullen comes home. That one off the hands, over towards 2nd. Allen's got it. Only play is at 1st. Babcock will score. That's the 2nd RBI of the night for Park. Your score now 9-0.
Way to just do a job. You have a guy on third less than 2, and you just hit it to where you should. Bring him in the easy way.
Baseman number 29.
Godfrey able to get the second. Now Kenyon Millar digs in. He's got an RBI. Last time up, leading off the 4th inning. He got to first after being hit by a pitch, and first pitch swinging, ropes it foul down the line. A long and loud strike 1. Oh, 1 cut on and missed. That's strike number 2 on Canyon. He struck out once already today.
I will say with the trade-off of him getting more hits, more extra base hits, bringing more oomph to the plate, he's been chasing low below the knees a lot more frequently.
Seen a lot of breaking balls today. Godfrey on second, 0-2. This one's grounded on the right side. Mountain Castle has it. Steps on the bag, and that will end the inning, but the Miners add 2 more. They lead by 9 as we go to the 6th. All right, this is your ABL standings at the moment. Miners highlighted in yellow because they have clinched. Only team to do so. Pilots in red, they're eliminated. And the Oilers, well, we've been saying they've been eliminated, but they have 2 games left on their schedule. They will play all 36. They have a chance to get to at most 19 wins. They'll play the Bucks twice on Friday. Right now, the Bucks and Chinooks, just 2 games separating them. Chinooks have to win today, right now, playing the Bucks, and they're up 2-1 in the top of the 6th, but Bucks threatening to score right now. We'll see what happens there. Miners just looking to see who will have a date with them in the top of the world champion. But now we've hit the 6th inning at Herman Brothers Field. Kaden Bessent along with my partner Ben Cameron. Bumby Van Meter coming out for his 6th inning of work. He's got 8 strikeouts through 5. But man, has he been rocking and rolling. First pitch from Peyton Allen. Chopped over to third. Kenyon Millar on to first. 1 pitch and 1 out.
And that's the reason he has been rolling. Getting first pitch strikes, filling up the zone.
Now batting center fielder number 14, Cooper Kunis.
Working really well with his breaking ball.
Said it before, but man, Bumby making likely his final appearance, having to go to his sister's wedding and leave within, I imagine, the next 2 or 3 days. And also, this is only his 3rd appearance of the season. First starting. Man, he's looked good. I don't care who it's against. Cooper Kunis will bloop one, and just right on the edge of the outfield grass. Austin Park makes the catch. 2 pitches for Van Meter in the 6th, and there's 2 outs.
Now batting.
Just able to get weak contact, a lofting line out. And it's worked in his favor. The Pilots, they weren't really aggressive at first. That's why they had a lot of backwards Ks. But now, I guess, they're trying to swing it.
Now Edison Polanco, he's 0 for 2. 2 outs in the inning. Bumby's first offering. Taking 4 strike 1. Polanco didn't want this to be a 3-pitch inning. That was probably an auto take. Update in Chugiak. Bucks just drove in 2 runs. They're up 3-2 now in the top of the 6th. Chinooks are going to the bullpen. Evan Rossi being taken out of the game. Been one of their best guys all summer long. Pop up. Babcock. Toth. Grace. No one going to get there in foul ground. There's strike 2 on Polanco. Rossi been one of their best guys all year. He gave them through 5 2/3, 107 pitches. Just said before this inning started, it's a must-win game for the Chinooks to stay alive. Mathematically, maybe not. Not really going to do the math for you. Just know we'll have a much better idea tomorrow. We may even not know till Friday night. Swing and a miss. That's strikeout number 9. 3 up, 3 down. Go the Pilots. Van Meter's cruising to go to the bottom of the 6th.
And we got a bunch of red.
Bottom of the 6th, Miners looking to swing it once again and put themselves in position for a run roll going into the top of the 7th. Alex Pearson, the 5-0 hitter, leads us off. Still Ryan Mullen out there on the mound. First pitch, called strike 1 on the outer half. Three hits given up by Mullen in his first inning of work. Miners added 2. That one fouled off. 2 strikes on Pearson.
In the batter's box for your Miners, your left fielder number 30, Alexander Pearson.
Oh, 2 chopped over towards Allen at second. He's had a lot of work today. Flips it with the glove for out number 1.
Okay, pitcher showing a little flash out there.
Now batting your center fielder number 1, Cash Millar.
Maybe getting a little comfortable over at second.
All right, someone sent a 100-mile-an-hour one-hopper over there right now.
Scare him. Now Cash Millar. 1 for 3 RBI single in the first. Hits this one right towards Polanco, and it just pops out of his glove. While he's in the air, he'll have no play. That's going to go down as an infield single for Cash Millar. He's got 2 hits on the night.
What a job from Polanco, actually saving extra bases from Millar, most likely with his speed.
Now
Just
batting
able to
your
get
catcher
some
number
leather on
22,
it.
Hazen
Good attempt.
Inoue.
Now Hazen Enoy, the catcher, digs in. Still looking for his first hit of the night. Has been aboard via a walk. 1 out here in the bottom of the 6th. Breaking ball misses. Pilots have been playing a bit of a shift against everyone. Not anything drastic, but they've been playing poolside pretty much on every Miners hitter. That's why we've seen some balls get hit to the outfield that are usually maybe cut offable, but there's just so much room. Doesn't happen. It's 2-0 to Hazen. Miners can add 1 run right here. They only need 3 outs in this game. Chop foul, 2-1. Nine runs on 13 hits tonight for the Miners. Only 1 error in the field by the Pilots. Millar takes off for second. Pitch in there for a strike. The throw is not going to be in time. It gets into center field. Cash Millar had plenty of time to be able to go up to third, but he watches it. Nonetheless, that's stolen bag number 2 on the night for Cash. So now a 2-ball, 2-strike count to Hazen Enoy. Pitch on the way. That one over towards Allen at second. There's out number 2. Millar moves up to third. So both outs in this inning over to Allen.
He got that hard ball over there, like I mentioned, but you know what? Hey, respect. He was able to handle it cleanly.
Now Diesel Toth, 2 doubles on the night, both coming in his last 2 at-bats. Scored both of those timed as well. Miners' first base coach right now is Jay Sciola. It's at least the second dude that I've seen out there. They're taking turns. There's strike 1 from Mullen. Yesterday, I told you it was Cooper Grace that filled in for Spencer Henson, who cannot be a part of this game. He has to sit this one out after getting ejected in game 2 of yesterday's doubleheader against the Chinooks. One misses upstairs. Toth ahead in the count here. That very crucial run number 10 stands 90 feet away with 2 outs. Toth mentioned he's got 2 doubles, but no RBIs to show for it yet. This one's hit high in the air towards left field. Haruki going back at the track, and he catches it just right in front of the wall. That is out number 3, and we will at least have to go to the bottom of the 7th. Miners lead by 9. We'll be right back. Top of the 7th. Pilots trying to get run number 1 of the day. Be 5, 6, 7 due up. Haruki leads it off. Still out there. Bumby Van Meter. 79 pitches through 6 innings. Only 2 hits. 9 strikeouts. First pitch called ball 1. Bumby playing out of the University of Charleston in West Virginia. Been here for about 2 weeks, and man, what a way he could go out as Kenyon Millar catches that line shot for out number 1.
Now batting catcher number 20, Logan Strong.
A lot of quick outs past 2 innings.
Last inning, I believe it only took Bumby 5 pitches, 6 pitches.
6.
2 pitches,
No.
1 out here.
5.
Yeah.
5.
Now Logan Strong, the catcher. Swings and misses. Top of the 7th here and also over in Chugiak. Bucks still up 3-2. 0-1 hit on the ground towards Kenyon Millar. Pops right into his glove and over to first. Cooper Grace jumps in the air and tags Strong on the helmet. That's out number 2.
Now batting shortstop number 6, Davis Weeks.
That's twice now Grace in the past 2 days. He's made that type of play, leaping off first base, and tagging the runner. Hey, he's athletic.
First pitch to Davis Weeks, hit right back up the middle, going to get through for a base knock. Third hit of the night for the Pilots, and this inning will extend.
Now batting, DH number 3.
Well, yeah, Cooper Grace did that 2 days ago against the Pilots. He had jumped in the air and came down, just smacked the base runner on the head or the helmet with his glove.
Pretty sure it was Logan Strong, too. I think it's been Logan Strong both times.
That'd be even funnier. Now Landon Martindale, he's been aboard twice. He's walked twice. Chops the first pitch over towards second. Toth will flip it to Park. And that is out number 3. Bumby Van Meter through 7. Absolutely nails. We'll stretch here at Herman Brothers. Jack Karen, the new arm, he goes from right field to the bump for the Glacier Pilots. The Miners, one more run, and this ball game will be over via the run rule. Cooper Grace leads us off. Babcock and Godfrey to follow him. This may be a sign. Pilots just saying, all right, dude, we're just going to lob it in there. Go ahead and end it. First pitch inside for ball 1. I believe the Pilots website has a minimum for what pitcher stats show up, but I don't see anything for Karen. Wave and a miss. Strike 1 to Grace. Way out in front. One upstairs. Yeah, Karen has not thrown on the mound at all this season. Grace ropes this one just foul on the left field line. Maybe 2 baseballs just too foul.
Yeah, right now he's just currently out in front on these meatballs.
Gonna have to sit back on it against.
Let's get a
the Pilots outfielder.
Got a walk-off bomb right here.
2-2. Upstairs count runs full. So Karen comes from right field to the bump, and then the DH Landon Martindale goes out into right field. He's actually listed as a catcher. And then Jack Boots, the pitcher, replaces the other pitcher, Allen, over at second. Grace will draw the walk to lead off the bottom of the seventh.
Now batting your right fielder, number 9, Jackson Babcock.
You think they asked Boots, hey, do you want to get in? He's like, boy, do I.
Boots from the Colorado School of Mines, just as this Miners hitter, Jackson Babcock. What a day Babs has had. He's 3 for 4. 2 singles and a double, 3 runs scored, and a ribby. He could end it right here. All they need is Grace to touch home. Be 10 after 7. First pitch fouled off for strike 1. We have just now exactly hit the 2-hour mark in this one. Here in the bottom of the 7th. Karen the Southpaw taking his time here to get the sign. 0-1. Fouled off. Babcock, he looks to be way in front of it. Even though he's fouling it straight back, it just kind of looks like he's motioning, his body's going forward.
Hips are kind of opening up.
I don't blame him, though. Going to check on Grace at first. So for the Pilots, they've got 2 pitchers playing in the field, and they've got a position player on the bump. Shows you how little guys they have available. Babcock skies this one high in the air, foul ground. First base side, it's going to be Jack Boots, the second baseman, making the catch in foul territory for out number 1.
Now batting your DH, number 4, Will Godfrey.
I don't know why. Babcock was just under everything.
A lot of pitches up in the zone to him, but could not get behind that baseball. But now Will Godfrey also 3-hit night for him. 2 singles and a double. Only 1 run driven in for him. Grace over at first after the walk. Here's ball 1 upstairs. It's another moment where you can see defensively, Pilots have that shift, that slight shift on the lefty right here, playing poolside. There's so much room from dead center over into left center. Godfrey hits this one the opposite way. Polanco giving chase. Weeks as well in foul ground. Polanco just maybe a step away from getting there, but it drops. What are you shaking your head at?
That was a great effort over there. Oh, Godfrey and Babcock under everything here. They're just lobbing it in there. Should be BP.
I think it might have to do with Karen throwing up in the zone. Other than that, I'm not sure. Godfrey got his left foot in the back of the box. Grace takes off for second. It's a ground ball right where Weeks was supposed to be, but he was trying to cover second. Hit and run works to perfection for the Miners. They're first and second with 1 out.
That was almost comical.
Now batting your shortstop,
Not hit hard, but
Austin
with the movement over there at short, it's perfect.
Broke Weeks' ankles over his short. Now Austin Park, 2 ribbies on the day for him. He could make it 3 and send us home just a little bit early. Miners need 1 more run to score, and this one's over. Grace taking off for third. Pitch upstairs, no challenge. Now Ballpark has to do is just either hit it on the ground, because I imagine they don't go home on a throw, or just hit it deep enough.
See Grace tiptoe into third there. Probably under instructions not to slide. They kind of need his arm.
Beef just jogging over to second. Parks hits this one in the air towards left field. Haruki ranging back. He makes a catch. And home comes Cooper Grace. He will score. That is the ball game. Austin Park drives in his third run of the day on a sacrifice fly. And this one's over via the run rule in 7 innings. 10-0 is your final score. The Miners take down the Pilots.
I mean, just a dominant victory, right? Shutout. Offense was there. You just move to tomorrow. Really huge game against the Bucks.
The Miners' record improves to 21-13 on the season. They will remain in first place no matter what happens over in Chugiak with the Anchorage Bucks and the Chinooks. And we'll stay in first place for now. Pilots' record drops to 9-25 on the season. The Miners have one more regular season game remaining. That will be played tomorrow right here at Herman Brothers Field, 6 o'clock for first pitch against the Bucks. Has a lot of implications when it comes to potentially maybe who hosts the top of the world championship. Your Miners are in, and they just improve their chances of hosting right there with that win over the Pilots. In the bottom of the 7th in Chugiak, the Bucks lead 3-2. But 10-0 is your final score. How about wherever you're watching from, a round of applause from your living room for Bumby Van Meter. He gets a complete game shutout and the win. His first start of the season, 7 innings. He gives up no runs on 3 hits, 9 strikeouts, and only 2 walks. What a job by Bumby.
Yeah, no, his breaking stuff was working really well. He was getting ahead of counts early, and also, too, he was just painting the black with his fastballs. And so when he wasn't striking out guys, it was really just weak contact. I remember back in the 4th, the double by Haruki, really the only ball that was struck well against him. So, I mean, just have yourself a day.
So 10-0 your final score. We'll pause and stay right here waiting for a post-game interview. I imagine that would have Bumby Van Meter written all over it if anybody does come up here. So we'll wait just a couple minutes, maybe sooner than that. Just stick with us right here on YouTube. All right, we're back. Post-game interview joined by the winning pitcher in tonight's 10-0 run rule win, Bumby Van Meter. Bumby, your 3rd appearance of the season. You only been here a couple weeks. Your first start, 7-inning complete game shutout, 2 hits, 9 strikeouts, a lot of backwards Ks, 6 to be exact. What was working for you out there?
Definitely the fastball was working well. I used my misses with the fastball and then just tunneled that curveball off of it, and it froze a lot of guys, and it worked really well. Glad it was there for me today.
And correct me if I'm wrong, but that was probably your last appearance. Your sister's getting married?
Yes, my sister's getting married here this weekend, and I got to go home for that wedding. So that was my last outing.
So how awesome is it to go out like that, certainly on your own terms right there?
Yeah, it was an awesome experience. I thank God for that, and I thank the boys behind me for that, because without them, without the plays that they made, it wouldn't have been able to happen.
And what was going through your mind today when you knew you were going to be the starting pitcher? Even if it is against the last place team and the game doesn't mean all that much, I imagine you wanted to put on a show like you did right here.
Yeah, how I look at it is that every opportunity is an opportunity for me to go out there and showcase what I can do. So any chance I can come out and compete and play the game that a lot of kids love to play at this age, I mean, it's an opportunity for me to just enjoy the time here.
And so, what, maybe 2-3 weeks here in Alaska? Just take a second, reflect on your time here. What's been a moment that stood out to you, and how much have you enjoyed your time here?
I think the one thing that just stands out to me is all the guys that just welcome me with open arms. I mean, I can't thank them enough for welcoming me in here, coaching staff, all the guys. I mean, they really accepted me and helped me be where I am, and I'm forever grateful for them.
All right, Bumby Van Meter, folks. 7-inning complete game shutout, 9 punchies, only 2 hits given up. Thank you so much, Bumpy, and hey, have fun at your sister's wedding. We're going to go win a chip, and
Yeah.
you helped us get there, so we certainly appreciate it.
Yeah, I'm glad I could do that. Thank you. Appreciate it.
All right, and now, right here behind me, getting the headset on, AP, Austin Park. Give him a second to get situated here for AP on the day, and he can hear me while I'm saying this. 3 ribbies on the night. Only 1 hit. It was a double, but scored a couple times as well. He gets the game-winning RBI, driving in Cooper Grace. And I don't even want to just talk about today. I actually want to go back to yesterday. You swung the stick really well in Chugiak, and you've been doing it all summer, but this is the right time to start doing it. And what's been working for you over these last couple games?
Yeah, it's been a lot of fun. I've really just tried to stay focused in the box and hit the ball up the middle, and it's been working. So,
And then talk about your adjustment, getting a lot of pitches lately over the past 2 weeks, a lot of breaking stuff, and then on the outer half of the plate, you got attacked there a lot. And you saw yourself down in a lot of counts maybe a week or so ago, but it seems like you've adjusted to that. Is it something you've been focusing on and now translating to the game?
yeah, for sure. I've been trying to just hit the fastball to right field, and then I'm able to adjust the off speed, and that helps a lot.
And then this team scoring 10 runs, run rolling the Pilots for the second time, clinch your spot in the top of the World Championship, but it's about getting hot at the right time. How awesome is it to win 10-0 like this?
Yeah, it's fun. We're banging it right now, and we're just going to keep it rolling.
And then you got the Bucks tomorrow, last game of the regular season. I know maybe not going to be the most must-win go-in-and-get-it game for the pitching staff, right? Trying to preserve the right guys for the championship series, no matter who it is and where it is. But the offense can carry some weight tomorrow and just really help the pitchers out. So what's that going to be like for you guys? What's the plan to go and attack?
Yeah, for sure. Anytime you go out and play a baseball game, you want to go win. So we're going to go out there and compete and try and win and see what happens.
All right, Austin Park, everybody. Your Miners, they win 10-0 over the Anchorage Glacier Pilots. We have at least one more guaranteed home game of this 2026 ABL season. Like I said, we'll be back here against the Bucks tomorrow at 5:45. We'll be live on YouTube, and we'll have a lot more better idea of what's going on for that final spot in the top of the World Championship. One last score update. You can actually flip over to YouTube and watch either broadcast if you care to follow so much. But 3-2 Bucks going into the 8th. But 10-0 Miners win it over the Pilots. They're in first place, rocking and rolling. We'll be back here tomorrow from Ben Cameron. I'm Kaden Bessent. Thank you so much and have a good night.